Hello, you! I'm Jordan, he's Ed.
Welcome back to Real Thrills.
For another episode of The Real Review. But today we're going to be reviewing Scooby-Doo.
On Zombie Island.
Yeah. The animated film from about 1998, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That we watched for the first time
on Halloween.
Because Cineworld mucked up.
Back
Back on to Scooby-Doo.
And Zombie Island.
This movie, I'd give it fairly high marks.
Okay.
Because it's a pretty good animated film. The animation is great for the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a shame that you could, you know, it's just a shame that pretty much everything to do with the twist is almost set up immediately.
Yeah. With the cats running around.
Yeah, with all the cats running around, you're like, it's got to be something to do with the cats, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Did you see it coming?
And yeah, I didn't see the boatman being a werewolf coming, but I did see the cat plot. Yeah, which is it was a shame, but the movie was still great regardless.
Oh yeah, it's got iconic soundtrack which everyone knows, like it's Terror Time Again, that zombie chase scene, everyone knows that song now and it's like iconic of Scooby-Doo animation. I'm glad it's the best 90s animation as well.
It is, yeah, and I think
feel like the movie's got a bit worse with the animation over time.
Yeah, and I think it is probably the pinnacle of the movies around that time as well.
It is.
You know, because that era had you know, The Witch's Ghost. It had Zombie Island, of course. It had Cyber Chase, which I don't like that film, but maybe another time.
But it had stuff like that styled to that animation rather than the newer movies which are styled to what's new Scooby-Doo style.
Yeah, and
which I still like that style, don't get me wrong. But
yeah, but you know, the old classic style was like...
It's the 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the 90s. It's like, yeah...
What I really appreciate with this movie is there's not actually a masked villain this time.
They're all just villains, yeah.
And it's different.
Like, that's the thing I like about this film. I like the fact that that's the unique twist towards it.
Yeah.
I like the fact that, you know, instead of just having another man in a mask, they have like a montage of like loads of men in masks and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, great. And then when they get to the island that is Zombie Island, I can't remember what it's actually called now.
Neither can I.
If I'm honest, but you know, it's like, oh, here's the twist, here's the spin on it, and it's like, oh, brilliant! It's a different Scooby-Doo style film, and I generally quite like it. I think the voices of the gang work really well, like especially Shaggy and Scooby in this movie. They just eat. Their plot is just run around and eat.
Eat everything in the kitchen. Eat everything in the restaurant. Eat everywhere. Eat everything they see.
Yeah, they even eat everything at an airport that is classed as contraband.
The only thing I have an issue with this film, really, for me, is the cat joke being used to death.
Yeah,
like it's so annoying.
Like the cat joke, just going of just Scooby chasing after these cats, and he calls them rats because obviously he says everything with a hard R.
Yeah, it's.
And after about the second time, it got annoying.
But it does it about 7 times.
Yeah, I think the joke is like 7 times sporadically throughout the film. But one thing I also did like about this film is the fact that the twist on the zombies being the good guys I thought was quite good.
Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah, I was like, oh, finally, put something where the villains are actually the good guys. I actually like that. Instead of, you know, just, oh, here's some ghosts. They're gone now.
But these are actual people trying to warn the gang to not go. But there you go.
Yeah, which I quite like that, to be honest. It's a great spin. And, well, you know, I mean, I like the fact that Fred calls up all the other gang as well. It reminded me a lot of the 2002 movie.
Yeah.
Where they all quit and then they all just get back up together in about 5 minutes. But here it felt like, oh, they'd actually split off and they'd actually run their own shindig, which was fantastic. And overall, you know, this movie, I'd say if I had to rate this on Letterboxd, I'd probably give it a 4.5.
Same, I think, or 4.5, 4.
4.5.
It's not perfection.
It's not
The
perfection
overused
because
cat joke.
yeah, and some of the jokes in it are a little bit tired. But
Mainly the cat one and the guy that goes tourists, darn tourists.
he was kind of irritating as well. But
also the gardener guy being a police officer you could see that coming from a mile away.
you can, yeah,
Well,
considering that, you know,
it's a kids movie.
It's a kids movie. We'll give it that. But you know, you can just tell that you know it's just a fantastic film on its own. Why it's got a sequel, I have no idea.
The sequel's not good.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but bad things, and well, if you really want to torture us, comment. We should watch that one in the comments, or defend if you like it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the gang get to more development in this film.
Yeah,
actually,
they do outside of the TV show,
which is quite nice.
Yeah, that is quite cool, and I do quite like that a bit. But with all that being said,
don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. The like button's just down there. Punch it in the face. Well, don't literally do that because you'll break the screen. But anyway,
and if you've got a favourite Scooby-Doo character, comment them below. Let us know.
Mine has got to be Shaggy.
Yeah, mine's probably got to be Shaggy and Scooby, to be honest.
Fred's kind of cool, but he's annoying.
Yeah, he's boring. He's Captain Boring, if I can, to be honest. Anyway, with all that being said, I've been Jordan, he's been Ed, you've been you, and that is a wrap.